Hello fellow gamers and welcome to my channel Davon's Den. We are going to talk about Helldivers 2, the game that dropped this weekend and have been dropping like a bomb on the gaming community because this game is lit. And man, what a game it is. I've been playing it for 10 hours straight now and we are going to talk about why, because this is my first impression video. Put on your helmet, soldier, because this is gonna be a bumpy ride. Helldivers 2 is a third-person action shooter game. The game is made by Arrowhead Game Studios, which made the first game that became a cult classic, but they also made games like Magica and the Showdown Effect, as well as Gauntlet. The gameplay mechanics are still there. It felt very good as a veteran from the first game. I played it so many hours. Jumping straight back into this game but in third person felt so good and so exciting to be able to shoot bugs really up close this time. We also get to use new weapons, see new enemy types, and there is a lot of customization options that will add even more layers of death. So the gameplay is more or less like this. You co-op with your friend, you go over to their ship, whoever hosts the game, and you just go around the war table and look at this map, and you try to figure out the best route to go about, because there is a main mission, then there is a couple of side missions, other things you can do to get the most out of the mission to earn more XP so you can level up your character. The problem is, if you're not doing this before you go down on the planet, you will have a lot of problems when you're on the planet trying to figure out where to go. You can pinpoint stuff, and it's always better to have just one leader, so you're not four persons trying to, like, everybody trying to shatter where you supposed to go, because you can just forget about that. One leader decides where to go and you follow that leader, because trying to come up with a strategy while you're on the planet, you can just forget about that. There is so much chaos going on, and sometimes you get dropped down in the middle of a bug infested area, and trying to figure out which strategy would be the best way to go while you're being chased by bugs, and you got the friendly fire going on as well. I mean, you will die pretty fast. And with that said, friendly fire has never been more exhilarating, because the developers have made it clear that you're not a bunch of super soldiers down to fight bugs. You're a bunch of knuckleheads going down to be cannon fodder. Because the thing is, you can't do fancy rolls or jump around like a ninja. You can dive, and that's about it. That's about what you would do in real life if you would be chased. You jump like an idiot, and that's the thing. That's the whole point of this game. I know some people have complained about the mechanics, that you can't jump and you can't roll, but this ain't a Soulborn game. You're an idiot down on this planet trying to survive, and you're in a crazy, hectic, chaotic environment with lots of bugs and robots trying to kill you. And that's the whole beauty of the game. This is the most fun thing you can watch, seeing your friends trying to survive. Freedom never sleeps! Arrowhead Game Studios, they sure doesn't mess around with the visuals. This game looks beautiful. It's a feast for the eyes. They decided to not release it to PS4, and thank the gaming lords for that, because the game wouldn't be as beautiful as it is otherwise. And all the small details, like of course your armor gets dirty and your armor gets bloody, but it looks so good when it's dirty and bloody. The visuals on the cape, best looking visuals on a fabric in game I've seen. It's gorgeous to watch how you run around and the cape is moving through the air. And smallest details, like you put on the jetpack and you start using it flying around, and you notice how the cape has been burned at the ends. Those small details, that's what I enjoy in games. And also the environment is destructible. You can destroy some parts of the environment, and when you drop bombs it will be crates in the ground. Buildings can get blown to pieces. Bugs will be blown to pieces. Give them hell!
Åh, det är så vackert!
So what about the story in this game? Well, if you liked Starship Troopers, then this game is up your alley. I mean, there's a reason why the movies did so good. I remember seeing it when I was 15 years old, and I still remember this moment when I looked over to my friend sitting on my left side, and we just looked at each other like, what is this? So if you like Starship Troopers, you're gonna love this game. Kill them all! Because the storyline is straight and forward. You get thrown into this game, you have to do this obstacle course in the beginning, you have to learn how to shoot the weapon and throw a grenade, and that's just about it. Then you're ready to be a cadet and get thrown into the battlefield like the cannon fodder you are. Just get down there and kill the bugs and the robots, because you are going to have to keep Super safe and deliver that cup of liberty for the democracy. Kill them all! There is also some lore you can find down on the planets. You may find a dead body somewhere with a little piece of information on it. Or you can find a notepad on the desk. You can also read some information from that. But other than that, not that much. But then again, there is so much action going on, so you really don't have time to just walk around. There might be some times when running from one place to another, if you're not stumbling across a bug patrol, that is. But other than that, there ain't much time to just sit around and chill.
Holy hell, man!
How about a nice cup of liberty?
So what about the music? If you got pumped up from the war music in Starship Troopers, or the orchestral bombastical music in Pacific Rim when they're out suiting up and going out to battle, man, then you're in for a treat. This game has such good music, it's ridiculous. And every score comes and goes in perfect harmony, depending what's going on while you're out there battling.
Track empty, on tunnel free! Ending in an eagle! Reloading!
Pelican 1.
And the sound design is spectacular. Nothing feels better than having a great sound effect in a war game. We remember how DICE, with their Battlefield games, just upped the amp in the gaming community with their epic sound designs and sound effects. And this game delivers, I promise you that.
Eat that! Have a taste of democracy! Democracy has been! Calling in orbital strike!
You can see how the bombs comes flying in, and you'll hear it, the whistling sound, and then the explosions. It's beautiful.
Nicked.
And if you have a good surround system at home, whoa. Let me know in comments what you think about it when you experience it.
Air support inbound.
Proceed to extraction weapon.
Oh!
Say hello to democracy!
Oh, okay. Gå inte nära.
So the result is a very adrenaline pumping experience with all the things going on with the music, the firefights, the bomb droppings. You got 4 players throwing out signals to get artillery strikes from their ships. I mean, there is so much going on at the same time, and the sound still adds up. It doesn't get too much, you know. It's so good. And then we have the voice recordings of the characters. That's something I didn't expect at all. But this is hilarious. It is so much fun listening to your characters screaming all over the place.
How'd you like to take all 3 up? For super!
Yeah!
Sweet liberty, the blood! Reinforcing! Kill them all!
If you never heard your character scream like a maniac while firing a machine gun, it's fantastic. You can hear your character scream for its life, while you can hear your friends over there getting shredded to pieces. Another friend over there getting blown to pieces.
Pelican 1, landing in progress.
I mean, it's spectacular. It's like a symphony for every twisted mind out there that has some kind of wickedness in their head.
Prosperity!
The user interface is very easy. I have nothing bad to say about it at all. Doesn't matter if you're gonna just managing the loadouts or coordinate with your teammates or entering in and out of battlefields. I mean, it's easy to use. It's easy to start the missions and just jump straight into the game. So what about the performance? I played it on my PlayStation 5 and it's flawless. I mean, it looks very good and it runs smoothly. There is no single frame drops, what I've noticed at least. And I might not have the same demands as some of you out there, but nevertheless, from what I've seen, it is a very smooth experience. And it doesn't matter how many bugs and how much action is going on, it's a very smooth ride. So what about replay value? I know a lot of you out there want to know if this is a game you should invest in. The game cost about, I think it was 45 or 40 USD, and I was pretty amazed that the game wasn't that expensive because the game is really good. I played about 10 hours straight and I couldn't get enough of it. This game has the perfect ratio between out of missions and in mission. The missions has the perfect amount of time to complete, like around 20 to 30 minutes. Some missions are shorter. Some missions have you're gonna just defend one little area. So they can take around 8 to 10, 15 minutes maybe. But it gives you the feel that you just want to do one more mission. Come on, I can... what's the clock? I just one more mission. I want one more mission. You know what I'm saying? And the game's mechanics in the game, its visuals, the sounds, everything, it just ticks something in my brain that makes me want to play it over and over again. That's the good thing about a game, if they manage to give your brain that feel, because that's what we want. We want the sound and the visual to stimulate our brains, right? And if a game can deliver that, then we're hooked. That's when we get a little bit addictive to a game. But with that said, everybody have to watch out, because sometimes you just have to go out and touch grass as well, so don't forget about that. That's important. Eat your food in between sessions. Don't forget to drink water.
Grenade!
But you might wonder about the longevity of this game, and yes, this is a live service game. With that said, I do know that this game will have a lot of good content coming up, because Sony is going to make sure that this game will flourish. So you can open up the premium battle pass in the game, which is a really nice thing from the developers to do. Me personally, I wanted to buy it because I wanted to have access to it right away. But I also saw it like I wanted to support the developers even further, so I had no problem spending that money on the battle pass. But the thing is, it's so good that they actually give the choice for the players, because I think that should always be a choice in every live service game. It shouldn't be a demand that some people should be able to access it, because for some people games can be very expensive. Some people actually need to save for a long period of time to get their favorite game. Some people struggle, you know, And then just to start playing the game, and they see, like, for the game developers to say to that person, like, yeah, here's the game you saved up for such a long time, but and here is some little part of the games you can play, but if you want to have all this fun stuff, you have to buy this battle pass for even more money. So hats off to Arrowhead Game Studios, and it just shows that developers have such a trust in their own game, because if people really love the game, they will have no problem pushing in another $10 if they like the content, right? So the good thing about a live service game, in particular this game, it means that we will get much more content in the future for free. New planets, new factions, new weapons, new armor, new capes. Personally, I hope they will add some more new events, bigger missions in the game. I would love to see like a big battleship that has crashed on the surface, and you have to go inside of this ship, and you will get this alien-like experience in those tight, dark, narrow surfaces, and you have to have flashlights on your weapons and you shine around, you know. You all know what I'm talking about. What about a cave system? You have to go down in a cave system to exterminate this big master bug. Yeah, I know it's Starship Troopers all over again, but hell, this game is like a tribute to that movie. So what do you guys think? Put down your ideas in the comment, and what would you like to see in the game? So what is my overall impression of this game? To be honest, I had such high hopes for this game at the beginning, and the further I watched the trailers, I started to doubt the game. I felt this game won't have a lot of replay value, but man, I was wrong. I was so wrong.
Going in orbital strike!
This game is so much fun. I can't get enough of it, and you really just have to play it to experience it. And I just want to take my time and congratulate Arrowhead Game Studios, because they've nailed it. Because you can clearly see the passion they have put into this game. This game has been in development for almost 8 years, and you can clearly see how much they love it. So to Arrowhead Gaming Studios, thank you for this game. This is what we've been waiting for so long. We who just want to have a really good action shooter game, just to jump in and play with our friends in co-op. And we who are so many that just grew up and loved Starship Troopers and alien movies.
Åh, det är så vackert! Åh! Oj, oj, oj!
This is exactly what we wanted, and I'm so excited and looking forward to what you guys will bring into this game in the future. So I hope you liked this video, my first impression, and it helped you a little bit to decide whether we want to buy the game or not. If you have played the game, let me know what you think of the game in the comments. If you have more questions, put them in comments and I will make sure to respond to you as soon as possible. And please consider to subscribe and like my video. This would help me grow my channel, and I would appreciate it a lot if you guys would help me out and spread my video as well. That would help me so much.